Well, hey folks, HOBBYKING FLYCAT RC out here at the Avon Park Aero Model Club. We're going to take up the Hobby King version 2 Flycat 70mm. I'll take her out and have some fun with her. If I remember how to fly her, haven't flown it in forever. Well, I'll say forever, but maybe about 3 or 4 weeks, maybe a month or more. All right, Mama had to work, so you got to put up with me in a hat cam. Wind is out of the west, so that way. KM model afterburner inside there. Timer set for 5 minutes. It's actually a pretty efficient EDF. Chicken wire suspension, or chicken wire landing gear. There's not suspension gear. All right. And
braking.
Plane has thrust reverse.
Starting the fun over.
All right. Here we go. Doesn't have flaps though.
The gear is now up.
Kind of a bouncy go there. That's okay. All these maneuvers I'm doing right now.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
Now I was at full speed. Now I've kind of backed off a little bit. Take it up. Let tail slide. Same thing. Great way to cool your electronics off right there.
The gear is down.
Come by, make sure my gear is down. And it is. Does need a little bit of up trim. Not too terribly bad. Let me go a little further out here. I'll get lined up for the runway.
Time remaining 3 minutes. Braking. Cruise mode.
Up. See? I hit braking too soon. You got to get completely out of power and zeroed out before you hit braking. Otherwise you confuse the ESC and it gives you full throttle again. All right. That's exactly what I did. I'm actually going to have to go further out. Well, she's not super fast. Actually out of the power now. Gliding in. Back into a small amount of power.
Braking.
All right, now I was completely out of the power when I finally landed, and I let it roll for a few seconds out of the power. So let's take it back down here. Hope I'm not cutting the landings off. If I am, I
Time remaining
apologize.
2 minutes.
I'll watch this video after before I do another one to make sure. And use the whole runway. If you can use the whole runway, use the whole runway. Alrighty, here we go. It is warm out here today.
The gear is now up.
Alright, I'm going to do a landing pass without the gear down. Well, just do a pass.
The gear is down.
Gear coming down, I saw it. Alright.
Time remaining 1 minute.
Alright, we'll make our final approach here. Out of our power, lining up with the runway, into the wind, back into a small amount of power, and around again. A little further out this time. All right, I'm out of the power. Gliding her in, back into a little bit of power.
Braking. Cruise mode.
All right.
Brake. Cruise mode.
All right, let's take it back to the bench and talk about it. All righty, we flew for 4 minutes and 30 seconds, so 4.5 minutes. Okay. Check our battery. Now that's the antenna mod I did just to grab a hold of the hatch. Let me unplug my KM model afterburner. Okay.
I have to turn the
And I still have 38% left, so not a problem at all. Now to show you where I have my battery placement at. Okay. Got the battery basically about 1 finger length in from the very front there, back. That's a 4000 HRB with a 60C discharge with a 4S or 6S battery. Okay. Got the chicken wire gear, but I will tell you, I don't like the gear itself. They didn't, like a lot of these, they don't put enough glue in, and this one came out. It bounced right out, and barely had to hit it all, and it bounced right out. So you had to be aware of that. They just came out from the structure there. I mean, it didn't break or anything, it just came out. So, you know, that's just the way it is. CG on the plane is 510 millimeters back from the leading edge root, which basically puts it right along the line where these wheel wells are. So if you put your fingers right there with the gear down, because that's the way you're going to land. Okay. And she's slightly nose heavy. If I can get a hold of it. Just slightly nose heavy, which is okay with this type of wing. All right, let me show you my plane settings. All right, I'm in my high rates. My ailerons are 75 over 30. My elevator is 115 over 30. And the rudders are 100 over 50% expo. Okay.
Motor is off. Safe to pick up.
The AS3X settings, the gains are set at 1 time. I've got roll set at 30, pitch set at 35, yaw set at 40. My priorities are all at 100 at roll, pitch, and yaw. Stop lock 50 across the board, roll, pitch, and yaw. Release rate 55, 55, and 75. And like I said, the gain sensitivity set at 1 time. Now I have not set up the nose wheel gyro, which this would be an excellent candidate for it because I don't have flaps. So I have no open channel for it, but I just haven't done it yet. Well, and it'd probably be really great for it too. But anyways, there you go. That is the Hobby King FlyCat. Great flying plane. She looks like she would be intimidating, but she's not. She's actually fairly docile for a jet. I mean, she looks like super fast, but she really isn't. Got a helicopter up right now. But anyways, there you go. Thank you for watching. Like I say, there got the KM model afterburner inside of there, which is gorgeous. And there you go. All right, well, folks, thank you for watching. God bless y'all. Don't forget, faith, family, and friends. God is good. And that is the Hobby King FlyCat V2. Bye-bye. Hey, folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. All right, bonus flight with Hobby King FlyCat 70mm version 2. All right, bonus flight. Here we go. KM model afterburner there. Great flying plane, but nowhere near as fast as I thought it was going to be when I first got it. But that's okay. She flies really well. Really well. All right. And one of the most efficient jets I own. Timer set for 5 minutes on a 4000.
Starting the front
And you can fly that full 5 minutes, no problem. All right, high rates. And here we go.
The gear is now up.
Bring her back kind of slow. Hit it.
Time remaining 4 minutes. The gear is down.
Make sure my gear is down. And it
Time
is.
remaining 3 minutes.
Getting kind of windy and blowing around there. That's okay. The cat can take it. Very efficient EDF too. A little bit of up trim.
Braking. Cruise mode.
Yep, see? I did that last time. With the Hobby King ESC, or really anyone that has reverse thrust, you need to be rolling, power off for half a second, completely out of the throttle. Throttle is 0 before you engage reverse thrust. Because if you got any throttle at all, it's going to think, like I'm at 0 throttle now, okay?
Braking. Cruise mode.
Because if it has any throttle at all, it's going to think, well, you're just low throttle, and then as soon as you hit reverse thrust and ease into reverse thrust, instead you're going to be reversing it into full throttle. So that's exactly what I've done twice now. And this plane here, she's got a good glide to her, so you're going to want to get a good ways out. Let her glide in a little bit, and then when you start getting a little closer to the runway, engage a little bit more power to keep that positive momentum. And then just land her like a Viper. You want to bring her in, let the mains touch, and just a tiniest little favor, just a little bit of favor of flare, just a touch of flare. Otherwise, you'll get a really bad bounce. Let's do that again. I gotta tell you, this color, green and gray and black, it's going good with today's, like I'm out of the power now I'm gliding, but it goes good against this sky. Okay, now I'm back into just a touch of power, maybe a quarter power, about half throttle now, back, just get up over that hump, out of the power now. See?
Braking. Cruise mode.
And I literally just gave it a touch of flare, and you saw she automatically wanted to nose up on me, so you don't need much. Now, if you flare too much and you're too slow, guess what's going to happen? You're going to drop a wing one way or the other.
1 minute.
Okay? And then when you do that, if you got enough speed, well, guess what? You're going to have a nasty little bad day. So, go ahead and take off one more time. I'll leave the gear down. Back up just a little bit. I keep inching more forward when I'm flying. I don't realize I'm doing
30
it.
seconds.
All right, hardly any throttle now. Back into a little bit of throttle, about half throttle now. Say too much. Yeah, that's okay. We'll take that.
Braking. Cruise mode. 20 seconds. Motor is off.
All right,
Safe to pick
we had
up.
17 seconds left on a 5-minute timer. Okay, well anyways, like I said, I had 17 seconds left on a 5-minute timer. Let me unplug that beautiful KM model afterburner, get the battery out of there real quick. This is the bonus flight, so I went over everything before on the first flight. "47 seconds left, so really, you know, all that flying around. And I had 17 seconds. I had a timer for 5 minutes. She's very efficient. You can set your timer for 5.5 minutes, which is unheard of on a jet. There you go, folks. That was the bonus flight for the Hobby King FlyCat version 2. God is good. God bless y'all. Don't forget, faith, family, and friends. And the FlyCats. Bye, y'all.